October 11th, 2016. What's going on with all you good people out there on YouTube? Today is the day we start breaking down acting tips and things like that. So we're going to start off with pretty much kind of where I started off when I was researching, looking shit up and things like that. So we're going to start off with acting types. First of all, what is an acting type? Acting type is generally well, first off, everybody has an acting type, whether you act or you don't act. And all that is an acting type is basically telling you what your role, if you were to start acting day one, that you would probably best fit in, that you're naturally gonna be. Basically, your acting type is if you're on a TV show or a movie and you had a speaking part, a part that had lines, your acting type would basically be what character would you be on the screen. Granted, not to get confused with a lot of people think that, you don't want to, be one type of person. You don't want to be pigeonholed. Listen, this isn't like a normal job or anything else like that, or in saying you're a one-trick pony. But when you start off, what you want to do is find your acting type and work with that. That's going to get you the most gigs until you get noticed or get recognition, until you become household name, till you become recognizable. People know who you are from your body of work or things like that. That's what an acting type is. Once you become established and you've done a few things, your name's synonymous with acting, like people know who you are. I saw this on a video once. Somebody said, the grandma test. When you can talk to older people that maybe don't go to movie theaters or watch a lot of TV, if you can if you could bring that up to a person, like, do you know such and such, so and so? And they'll tell you, yeah, I know them. They're in this, that, and the third. That's when you start looking to branch out and do more. But first of all, you need to figure out what your acting type is and perfect who you are as a person. Basically, you want to find all the nuances, watch the people that are similar to your acting type, and kind of figure out how to best portray that type best to the fullest of your ability, so you do get more gigs. Now, there's many ways to do it. You can, if you feel that you are a good enough of a judge that you can look at yourself and figure out who it is. And then I say you can't, but most of that's generally the hardest thing. People generally have the hardest time looking at themselves, looking inwardly, and figuring out who or what they are. And I don't mean that as a person, but kind of like, what you might think you are or who you are in your head is different than how other people perceive you. Because mind you, your acting type isn't just how your act, it's also your look. Your look plays a huge part in that. So you may think that you're a leading star, but you might actually be, the budding friend or the girl next door or the best friend or something like that. Mind you, all of those people can have leads. There's movies around those type of individuals, but you got to realize what your acting type is. So what I've found, the best way to figure out your acting type is basically talk to the people that, are close to you, your co-workers, your family, your loved ones, your significant other. Ask them if you could break you down into a one word, like goofy, funny, serious, emotional. Try to break it down as few words as possible, generally one word. Or if if that person watches a lot of TV or something like that, tell them to name a movie star. Movie could work too. Movie star or television star that you most resemble. Your presence, your demeanor, how you act, things like that. You definitely need to first figure out what your acting type is, to better your acting, to better your chances of getting spotted and being something, whether it be the lead man or lead woman, or if you're comic relief, or you're the crazy uncle or aunt, or whatever it is that it makes you who you are, what you're presentable. Like if you were to walk into a room and people, before you even open your mouth or you do anything, you just walk in a room and people automatically perceive you as this type of person. Generally, that's kind of your acting type. Now, mind you, you got to kind of look at it as a standpoint of not being biased. There's going to be racism, biasism, biasism. There's going to be racism and biased opinions. But for the most part, you know, if you ask enough people, you're going to get a lot of the same things or similar things that might be synonymous or the exact same thing that everybody else is saying. And that's really one way to find your acting type. You can always look it up. You know, Google's always your best friend when looking up anything. If you're looking for something, just ask Google. Literally ask it right in the question. Somebody's probably asked and posted it, or there's some information that could give you an idea of it. But yeah. Your acting type is basically your presence, your demeanor. It's who you are essentially in a simplistic form, a very superficial surface layer of who you are. And finding out who that is or who you are will definitely dramatically help you start securing roles. And with that, I'm going to leave off because my next video will talk more about other aspects after finding out your acting type. So this is a little bit longer, but this is just, you know, a little bit more information than normal. Homeless to a household name. We're going to make it happen. We're starting to get to the fun stuff, talking about acting aspects instead of just my daily life. So stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, family, anybody that you know that might be in a similar situation, whether it be homeless or wanting to act. There's something here for everybody. So, yeah, this your boy signing out. Peace, love, I'm out. Stay tuned. These videos going to get real good. I'm out.